I built a team of the oldest players possible in NHL 25 that are still currently playing in the National Hockey League, and we are going to see if this team can come together and win a Stanley Cup. Taking a look at this team, we are very, very good. We got Patrick Kane, Sidney Crosby, and Steven Stamkos on that first line, Ovi, Kopitar, and Marshy as our second line, John Tavares, Evgeny Malkin, and Jamie Benn. And then to round out the forward core, we got Anders Lee, Jordan Staal, and none other than the mom killer himself, Corey Perry. We are also very good on the back end, Josi and Carlson as our top line D pair. We got Matthias Ekholm and Jared Spurgeon, Drew Doughty and Ryan McDonough, and then in goal, a 90 overall Sergei Bobrovsky, who is 36 years old, and then our backup will be Cam Talbot, 84 overall, 37 years of age. And honestly, I don't even want to know what the average age of this team is because it would be through the roof. This is basically a retirement community of senior citizens, and we are going to see what these old men are made of if they can come together for one common goal, and that is to win a Stanley Cup. They're going to have 3 different seasons to do that, 3 opportunities, 3 chances, whatever the hell you want to call it. Early on in this season, we are 27, 13, and 3, a very good record, so we're looking like a strong team here in the Eastern Conference. I did, of course, replace the Pittsburgh Penguins, considering they are the current oldest team in all of hockey. Now, at the end of the season, the only team better in our conference would be the New York Rangers. We went 49, 29, and 4, 102 points for the Nevada Spacemen. Colorado is the best team in the league, followed by Dallas, Edmonton, New York. So we were top 5, which means we should have an opportunity at a Stanley Cup pretty much every single season. At the bottom, the Dead Wings, completely dead. They're no good. The Yzerman plan is not working. I don't know what is going wrong in Detroit, but they might, in fact, need a certain GM that shall not be named. Sidney Crosby was our best player. He had 29 goals, 96 points. Stammer had 89, also 41 goal season by Stammer. Holy hell, at 35, that's not bad at all. Marshy put up numbers, 73 points in 82 games. Josi put up 70 as our number 1 D-man. And then we had some second, third liners chip in like Patrick Kane. Sergei Bobrovsky, 38, 20, and 1, 5 shutouts alongside a 912 save percentage. At a 90 overall, he's the oldest, highest overall goalie that I could find, so he's still probably going to simulate pretty well in this. Connor McDavid is going to lead the entire NHL in scoring, 129 points. We had a very high-scoring NHL this season. McKinnon, Pasternak, all over 110 points. We got Leon Draisaitl up here, Zach Hyman for the goals in the NHL this season. We got Mikko Rantanen having the most at 60, followed by the Dogs, 57. Pasternak was up there at 55, Draisaitl 51, as well as Jason Robertson, who in real life is pretty much fallen off a cliff. It does not like he's going to get back to that 23 form. Goaltending-wise, Shesterkin and Skinner are going to tie for the most wins, each at 44 apiece, and for the most shutouts, that will go to Igor. Also, he had 7 on the season with a 924. If only the Rangers could get this production out of him in real life. Fun fact, the New York Rangers right now, as I'm recording this video, are lower in the standings than the Montreal Canadiens. No, I'm going to say that again. The New York Rangers are lower in the standings than the Montreal Canadiens. And here we go. In round number 1, we're facing a very tough team in Carolina, which obviously could knock us out. We're going to have a tough time making the finals. We got to play either Toronto or New York, and then in the conference finals, we could get Florida, could get Tampa, Boston, maybe even Washington. Somewhat of an even series so far. We are trailing 2-1 right now against Carolina, heading into a very important game number 4, first period. Carolina gets on the board thanks to Andrei Svechnikov's second period, and we still got a 1-goal affair. Low shots as well, only 20-20. Entering the third period, we had a power play, didn't do anything with it, which is honestly, there we go. Brad Marchand on Freddie Anderson will get us on the board, tie this game up. But Dmitry Orlov on Bob, and then Jordan Staal. We have Jordan Staal on our team, and it does not matter as it looks like Carolina is going to take a stranglehold on this series and go up 3-1. All right, season on the line, elimination game. We get a 2-1 lead after 1 thanks to Stammer and Marchand. Second period, there we go. Patrick Kane on the power play will give us that insurance marker, and Evgeny Malkin, Gino himself, and then Stammer, as we are putting a beat down on the Carolina Hurricanes here in Game 5 on home ice, as we are indeed going to end up forcing a game number 6. All right, Game 6 in Carolina, down 3-1 after 1. Svechnikov, Aho, and Sean Walker. Second period, it's a 5-1 lead for Carolina. They pulled the Uno reverse card. They have flipped the switch, and we are getting absolutely destroyed. We're out shooting them almost 40-20, almost doubling their shots. but we can't beat Freddie Anderson, and for some reason, Sergei Bobrovsky has turned into Swiss cheese. Really, nobody was that great on our team in the first round. Crosby had 4 points in 6 games, Marchand 4, Yossi 4, Patrick Kane tried, but we really didn't get that help out of these older guys. I wonder if their legs were tired because of the long regular season. And Sergei Bobrovsky, a 902, isn't that great. Also a 334 GAA. He wasn't up to standard either. The Edmonton Oilers would go on and get revenge for 2006, dominating Carolina in 5 games in the Stanley Cup Finals, and Connor McDavid finally gets the Stanley Cup that he so deserves. Speaking of McDavid, he will take home the Ted Lindsay, the Art Ross, and the Hart Trophy. Rantanen and the Maurice Richard. Makar will win the Norris. We got Leon the Conn Smythe, Igor the Vezina, and Barkov will take home the Selke. It is actually a rare occurrence that you see anybody outside of Alexander Barkov win the Selke in this game. I swear to God, there's not another defensive forward as good as this man right now currently playing. I might actually mess with the lineups here a little bit because we did have a decent regular season, but not even winning a playoff series is slightly concerning. So I'm going to throw 2 snipers up at Crosby. We got Ovi and Stammer instead. Obviously, Stammer's got a right-handed shot as well as Ovi, so he's not going to play his off-wing, but we got 2 snipers alongside a playmaker. And then we got Kopitar, Marchand, and Kane. I might honestly throw up John Tavares. He's an 87 overall, but he is a sniper. And then we can go with the grunt line. Ben and Marchand on the wings, Gino down the middle, and I'm not really going to change our 4th line at all. Hopefully now, because of the changes that I did make, we can have a better regular season, possibly even a better postseason, which the goal of the video is literally to win a Stanley Cup. And we got 2 more seasons to try to do that. Well, it looks like my line changes did work. 55, 19, and 8, a much better record than last season, 118 points. And we would end up finishing as the best team in the league. President's Trophy curse, maybe, but who cares? Colorado had a great season. Tampa Bay was up there. Toronto was top 4. And the Seattle Kraken, 48 wins. I definitely did not expect that. While San Jose being at the bottom, that was predictable. Although I'm low-key loving Macklin Celebrini, might be one of my new favorite players in the NHL. This kid's an absolute stud, man. I don't know what this dude has in his genes, but he's got that Nathan McKinnon motor engine that he's just a dog on that puck. Sid the Grandpa will lead our team, 45 goals, 97 points. We got Stammer up there at 95. Kopitar had a very good season himself, as he is in real life. 83 points in 82 games. Ovi popped 80 out of his ass. We got Patrick Kane with 66, Yossi 61, so slightly worse than last season. And for Sergei Bobrovsky, 5 shutouts, a .913 save percentage, and 44 wins. Austin Matthews is going to go on, lead the NHL in scoring with 65 goals, also had the most points at 118. Marner had 116, Kucherov was up there, Braden Point, McDavid. We got McKinnon with 105. Sidney Crosby was close to another 100-point season in his NHL career. And if we look at the goals, Dry had 55, might win the Maurice Richard in real life. McKinnon 52, Stammer 51, but that's on Nashville. And Connor Bedard, 50 goals on the season. Vasi and Bob will both have tied for the most wins in the league at 44 apiece, so Bobrovsky might not win the Vezina Trophy. The most shutouts, that will go to Florida's Bob, who had 8 on the year. I got a little bit of a theory here, EA. Now, you could say this is my fault because I did duplicate the players, and of course, I'm not going to take some of the best players from other teams, but I feel like when your player does well, like we had Sergei Bobrovsky had a good season on our team, he does even better on the Florida Panthers, and Steven Stamkos had a great year, scored like 45 goals with us, I believe. He had like 50 on the Nashville Predators. And now in round number 1, we get a bit of an easier matchup than last season. Les Montreal des Canadiens, who obviously are going through a rebuild currently, so we should theoretically be able to beat them. Hopefully these old bastards can actually win a playoff series in this video. I'd be very disappointed if we cannot. We split the first 2 games, lose game 3, and then heading into game 4, we get a dominating 5-1 victory. The series is knotted up at 2 apiece. Let's see what we can do. First period in Nevada, no score. Second period, we get a 2-goal lead. Spurgeon and Yossi will score, and hopefully Bob can shut the door on this young Montreal Canadiens squad. I didn't really realize it, but it is really young versus old, past versus present right now between Montreal and Nevada, and it looks like these old senior citizens are getting the job done. Here we go. We can eliminate Montreal in the Bell Center. Heading into the third, though, we are down 3-1. A multi-goal lead thanks to Kirby Dach, Josh Anderson, and Fortnite Line. See, we got to step it up here. We had a power play, and we could not even capitalize. Halfway through the third, the clock is ticking, and it's going to be our worst enemy right now that we might have a Game 7. 3-1 lead in Montreal, 4-1 now, and there will be a Game 7. Here we go. Do or die game 7. A 1-1 split after the first period. And there we go. Alexander Ovechkin on the power play gives us the lead. And right now, we just got to clutch this up, man. We got to win a series. We can't lose to Montreal in round number 1. If we do that, our Stanley Cup hopes are pretty much over for the final season of the video, because I don't foresee us, if we can't get by Montreal, winning a goddamn cup. Here we go. 3 minutes remaining in the third period as we hold on to a 1-goal advantage. Let's see what Nevada can do. Ovi coming down the wing. Over to Crosby. Crosby and Ovi, and also Stammer, not even wearing helmets right now. That is how old school they are and how old they're getting. Screw protection. I mean, you don't even... I mean, kids, always remember, don't be silly, wrap your willy. You know the slogan. Regardless, 2 minutes to go. Crosby loses that draw. Back to Dennis Savard. Is that their mark? I don't even know who it is. Regardless, Cole Caulfield coming down. Over to Slavkovsky shooting. Easy save by Bob. I need this clock to wind down a little bit quicker right now. Seems like it's going a little bit slow. Come on, Carlson. Skate that up, buddy. I know you're not in your prime anymore, but goddamn, you were good a few years ago. Ovi coming down. Ovechkin doesn't even get a shot on net. Come on, Ovi. Come on, kid. Oh, well, he's not really a kid anymore. Ovi in the slot. Why is Ovechkin taking backhanders in the slot, EA? Oh, my God. I wish every player didn't play the exact same. Caulfield. Oh, no. Caulfield shooting, and Bobrovsky will cover that up. Empty net for the Habs with 32 to go. The fans here in Nevada on their feet. 32.4 seconds remaining. Outshooting them 36-29, but none of that matters right now. 1T, nice block by Stammer. No helmet at all. Come on, boys. There was an empty net. We're shooting. Rebound. What a save by Bob, as the Habs are going to grab full pressure for 26 seconds. This is not good at all. 21.8 left to go. Uh-oh. This is not going to be great. They got full pressure. We got to get it out. We need it out of the zone. Bob has no energy as well. Spurgeon over to Matthias Ekholm. Empty netter. Ekholm, what are you doing, dude? Oh, my God. 12 seconds to go. Full-on defense for Nevada right now. Balance, hell nah. Neutral zone trap. Up to Tavares. Oh, my God. John Tavares trying to pass it to himself. Nonetheless, it does not matter, as the Nevada Spacemen step number 1 of 4. I'm not going to get too excited. We've only won our first playoff series of the video, but we advanced to round number 2. Take care of business just like we should against the Habs, and hopefully we can keep this train rolling. We now move on to round number 2, where we face Carolina, the team that booted us from the postseason last year, so hopefully this can be a revenge tour for the Nevada Spacemen. Up 2-1 after 3. Never mind, we get a 2-2 series tie heading into game 5, where obviously we're going to try to win, but almost like we need to win. 1-0 after 1. Thank you, Ekholm. And 4-1 after 2. They almost damn near came back in the third period, but now we have the opportunity to eliminate Carolina. Here we go. Game 6. Carolina's back is against the wall. They're up 5-2 entering the third. Why? 6-2 now. Sebastian Aho pretty much sealed the deal on this game. Wait a minute. Drew Doughty, though, gets us back to within 3. If we score one more in the next, 3 minutes, come on, boys. Power play. No goal, and it looks like we are going to have back-to-back Game 7s. All right, we went to 7 with the Habs, now with the Carolina Hurricanes, and entering the third. Oh, yeah, we are sitting pretty right now as we got a 3-goal advantage. Ben, Ovi, and Malkin all scored 1 apiece. And now in the third period, come on, we're dominating, dude. Shots are 33-12. 4-0, Alexander Ovechkin. Thank you very much. His second of the night. And it looks like we will indeed get a revenge over Carolina. Move on now to the conference finals. We move on to face the Dead Wings in the conference finals, a team I didn't really not expect to see here. Year number 1, they were the worst team in the NHL. Year 2, they're in the conference finals. So the sim engine is all over the place. We're taking care of business, up 3-0 in the series. Things are looking good. I am feeling good. And Nevada now has an opportunity with a 2-1 advantage to head to the 3-1. There we go. Corey Perry on Ville Husso. We are 15 minutes away from our first Stanley Cup final berth. Can we please hold on another power play? There we go. Crosby on the power play. Basically, we'll seal the deal with 5 minutes remaining to go in this third, as the Dead Wings were indeed dead. As the Nevada Spacemen will finally go on and make their first Cup final berth. It took us 2 seasons to get here. Obviously very disappointed in year number 1, but year 2, I changed around the forward lineup. It did better in the regular season, and now we got more playoff success because of it. So thank God we sweep the Dead Wings in the conference finals. They honestly didn't even deserve to be here. Not a great team. Captain Crosby shaking the hand of Dylan Larkin as we are off now to the Cup Finals. And Sidney Crosby will not touch the trophy. Well, we have our toughest challenge so far, the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Finals. Crosby versus McDavid. It does not get any better than this. Okay, we win the first 2 games up 2-0 in the series. Heading into Edmonton, lose 8-4, and now in game number 4, we get the win. Okay, 3-1 series lead, back on home ice. An opportunity to win the Stanley Cup. First period, no score. Second period, Edmonton has a 2-0 lead. So we're down in this game. Shots are even. The game is not even. We need to get some goals here. Come on. Oh, no, McDavid, 3-0 on Bobrovsky. Draisaitl chips in on the power play. You absolute PP merchant. 7 minutes to go. It doesn't look like we're going to get any offense as the Oilers will force a game 6 after dominating and shutting out Nevada 5-0. Here we go on the road in Edmonton trying to close the show. We're down by 1 after 1, and it is a 3-2 hockey game in the third period. They're out shooting us 30-16 right now. We got to get our offense going here, Nevada. The last 2 games, it seems like we are just incapable of scoring a goal. There we go. Alexander Ovechkin on Skinner will tie the game up. 7 minutes to go. And Evgeny Malkin Gino will give us the lead with 5 minutes remaining. We are so close, yet so far. 2:18 left to go in the third period. Gino gave us the go-ahead goal here in the third, even though we're getting outshot 38-21. And right now, we got to lock it in, dude. We have to lock it the hell in. I need Bobrovsky to play the best hockey he has ever played in his entire career. Ekholm to Bouchard. Blasting one. Great save by Sergei Bobrovsky. I have no idea why I said it like that. There it is, the Stanley Cup in Edmonton. Obviously, the Oilers can't win it tonight. They would have to force a Game 7 back in Nevada. But right now, we're not worried about that. We got to focus on the moment. Focus on the task at hand, honestly. As less than a minute to go, a 1-goal advantage. Come on, Crosby, win the draw. He loses it to McDavid. Oh, no. Back to Bouchard. Again, rips one. Bouchard has a bomb, dude. Oh, no, again. The Bouch bomb from the point. It's trickling in. Oh, 40 seconds to go. Come on, Carlson, move it up. Erik Karlsson over to Ovi. Do they have an empty net? Empty net for Edmonton? The goal, no, Skinner's still in the net. Okay, Ovi shooting, rebound, get it in, no way. Crosby was on the doorstep and could not put it in. Mattias Ekholm, 39 hits in the postseason, throwing his weight around. Okay, none of that matters though. 32 seconds to go. Crosby, again, loses the draw to McDavid. What is going on? Bouchard moves it up. Over to Zach Hyman, coming down for Edmonton. Empty net for the Oilers. They're going for broke now. They're going for broke. Roman Josi gets bodied. Oh, no. Skinner to Hyman. Hyman, what a save by Bob, robbing him. He robbed him blind all alone. Oh, no. Ekholm, full pressure. Nice save by Bob again. Spurgeon, get it out. Jared Spurgeon. Bro, you got to get the puck out, dude. Crosby moves up to Ovi. Ovi knows what to do with it. Yeah, there we go, Ovi. Skate it down, brother. No. Okay, Alexander Ovechkin, second of the night. An empty netter, an insurance marker, and that will do it. That is going to seal the deal on this game, on this season, and on this video. The Nevada Spacemen in year number 2 will go on and get the job done. It looks like those line changes honestly had a big effect on our team, considering we had a better regular season, a better postseason, and we get it done, winning the Stanley Cup with a team full of older players in the National Hockey League. Most likely would be all of these guys' last Stanley Cup, considering they don't have too many more years left in the National Hockey League before they end up retiring. The senior citizen retirement community home. Crosby winning the Conn Smythe Trophy. He's our best player, 30 points in the postseason. He's our captain. He led the way. I'm not really... What's going on with Crosby's beard there, dude? Are we serious right now? Crosby cannot grow a beard that full, dude. There's no way in hell. Regardless, there it is. The Stanley Cup in Edmonton. Not for the Oilers, as this old retirement community full of senior citizens are going to go all the way, win the Stanley Cup. Sid the Kid, not no longer a kid. Come on up, Grandpa. Tell me about that cup you won back in 2009. As Crosby picks up another one. Crosby obviously was our best player, 30 points in 24 games. Stammer had 23. We got Ovi with 13 goals in the playoff run. Marchand chipped in. Malkin did his job. Roman Josi was pretty good as well. And if we take a look at Bob, 3 shutouts in a playoff run's decent. He also had a .916 save percentage, so he showed up as well, gave it his all, and basically gave it everything he had. Tommy Ake Matthews will take home all the major individual awards. Outside of the Hart, that would go to Braden Point, the Norris, the Cale Makar, Crosby, the Conn Smythe, Bob, the Vezina, and the Selke, yet again the Barkov. Well, it looks like it has only taken us 2 seasons to complete the challenge. We did have 3, but in year number 2, we got the job done, won the Stanley Cup here with the oldest team possible that I could create, while also still trying to be competitive somewhat here in the NHL. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave some support on it. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next. And until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.